Hello everyone, Jeff back here. No cutscenes with another video, and this time I have a review of Contraptions. Now, the one that I released earlier was just an item showcase, just purely to show what's new, what's available. This is just gameplay of me like putting together a little, tiny little contraption here, like, you know, it's just a builder. I want to make some fireworks with some conveyor belts just to kind of show you, but mostly I want to give you my opinion on, well, how the expansion is, and I fucking love it. I would give it probably, you know, like a 9 out of 10 on a scale. This is what Wasteland Workshop could have been, and I say that meaning that there are actual useful things in here as far as being able to now, of course, you know, craft your own armor and weapons and stuff, and with mods you're able to do that, and now mods are on Xbox. And I do play on Xbox, so I have the option to do that, but I don't know, there's just something I like about actually having them included in, you know, the video game, even though they're, of course, DLC and they're expansions, but it's nice to have that in there if you don't want to use mods, if you want to get, of course, the achievements, which you can't do with the mods turned on. So yeah, I think it's a great addition to, like, they're already pretty good. You know, Wasteland Workshop, it was good as far as like the cages and that, but it wasn't as good as far as actual practicality. This is very practical. You can create things. You can have machines. You can have ball tracks, basically enabling you to make these traps and depth rigs and all these crazy different types of, you know, objects and machinery that Wasteland Workshop just didn't give you. I mean, of course, they gave you the cages, which are cool, and you can, you know, there's a little bit more electricity, or a little bit more as far as the grid, and you can have people fighting in cages and stuff, and that's awesome. But this is what it should have had. Okay, you can make full-on mazes now that you don't have to control completely by yourself, or, like, you know, you can actually use these like ball track things to unleash animals from, you know, the Wasteland Workshop cages and, you know, your special player built whatever. But honestly, I think this is a perfect addition to it, okay? I am so excited to play Fallout again. I know that I was gone for a little while. There's just some personal stuff that I had to attend to, and I didn't want to put out shitty videos just sounding depressing. You know, that's no fun for anybody. Like, I'm here to provide good content. That's what I want to fucking do, and that's what I'm going to do here right now. So yeah, I give it a 9 out of 10, like I said. And it also just, they just give you stuff that you actually kind of want. Like, the conveyor belts are amazing. There's so many actual practical applications for them. If you want to make like a full-on manufacturing facility, have like a sweatshop style, you know, role-playing whatever, even though it's terrible in real life, it's, you know, if you're playing an asshole evil character, you can do that. And it just gives you the option of, like, if you don't want to use, you know, mods or cheats or things like that, you can create essentially an empire of like manufacturing, and you can do it with guns, you can do it with ammunition, you can do it with fireworks. There's just a lot more options, and now you have like these launchers that you can put fireworks into. You have basically a mortar that can hold, you know, strong, like it's that big. And there's these switches that are relayed now through logic gates. Depending on certain variables, something else happens. It gets power or it doesn't get that. It's so crazy, and I'm going to be going more in depth as far as, you know, each individual specific item, or at least as far as the categories themselves. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot with the conveyor belts, for sure. Like, that's what I'm going to spend my time on pretty much for the foreseeable future doing. So, yeah. Again, I wanted to say here that it is a fantastic addition. I cannot wait until Nuka World. And, you know, I'm excited about the vault. You could always do that with the mods now too. It'll be nice to see what Bethesda will do if you can just kind of clear it out and make like an underground layer, like the Mechanist layer, because I like that. I would like to be able to use all the objects that you can use for the next one, but this one is about this one. It's so cool. It's just a fun DLC. Like, Far Harbor was, you know, it was good. The story was there. It was nice to see kind of like, you know, a new area, even though the fog was annoying as fuck, and, you know, there are some glitches that still need to be worked out and everything. Of course, that's always going to happen with new releases, even if it's DLC content for a game that's already been established. But yeah, it's just going to be how it is. This, on the other hand, I'm just looking forward to. Like, Far Harbor, I was like, okay, cool, I got some of these new items. It didn't really add anything. It just added, you know, like the barn and everything, where you can kind of have like different heights as far as walls. And I mean, now of course they added that with the warehouse function. And unfortunately, for some reason, I don't know if it's because of the mods that I have installed, I didn't actually show the display cases, but I will for my next video, because I'm going to be showing you guys like a kind of an overview of what I've been building since Contraptions and Far Harbor, plus the mods have come out. So yeah, it's a pretty big, it's an extensive build, and it's finally complete. So yeah, after, you know, a long time. And one thing that I'm really looking forward to is just figuring out how to create machines that can either power themselves. I mean, of course, you know, creating like a perpetual motion machine is going to be insanely ridiculous, but there's some smart people out there who, inside this community, will be able to help each other probably more than ever now, because it's actually being able to create machines as opposed to just objects with different style or different features and things like that. Now we're actually able to create machines that can serve some sort of purpose. You know, even if it's just delivery of, say, something from your upstairs to your downstairs. That's still fucking amazing. And now we have like the elevators, which will enable us just to have an elevator as opposed to building a spiral staircase that takes up so much room that just, it doesn't make sense. It's nice to just have these little things that give you all that you kind of need to just create more. And hopefully in the future, in the next couple weeks, we'll see an increase in mods that relate to the Contraptions things, because I'm just going to be building ball tracks and these conveyor belts that lead to ball tracks, that have them created from ball tracks. Like, it's just going to be so much fucking fun. And please, please, please tell me what y'all think too. Let me know if you want me to do a certain style of build, if you want me to build as a certain place, make a, you know, another death trap or something, whatever. Please let me know and I will do it. I have a lot of ideas, but I would love to hear some feedback from y'all, especially since I've been gone for a while, and just, you know, what you've been thinking, what you've been mulling over. And let's get creative. Let's do some crazy shit. But really, this is a good DLC. Thank you, Bethesda, for releasing something like this that just makes the game, it wasn't like the game wasn't fun to play anymore. It's just when you play a certain game pretty much exclusively, you get burned out of it. And having something like this where it just gets your mind going again, as opposed to just playing something kind of, no, I mean, again, I don't want to say the game is mindless, it's not at all, but how I was playing it kind of was, because I was just building to build as opposed to building for a purpose. It didn't make any sense as to why I was building. Now, I don't know, it just changed. It's not like a drastic overnight change, but it's given me something to look forward to as far as building things. Now, I hope y'all feel that way too. You know, just here, like, I'm just shooting off fireworks. Like, it's just little things. Like, you can now put fireworks. You can have paintball gun traps and somebody in a stockade where you shoot them with shit. Like, it's really cool. I think it makes it more of like a toy box, basically. It gives you a set of fucking toys and says go play with them. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all want me to do. Thanks for watching. This is my mini review of Fallout 4 DLC Contraptions. Alright, thanks y'all. Bye.